What's up, YouTube? Today we're looking at a GEC, and it is the 81. All right, I had to adjust the lights. The Boss Bowl Keeper. Filming in a new spot today. The lighting is weird. Could I spend a lot of time messing around with the lighting off camera? No, I'm actually kind of crunched for time right now. I wanted to get this on the channel. No half stop. This is red linen micarta. Very smooth action there. I closed it. Is this pinchable? Yes, barely. This says for flesh only. This is a spay blade, obviously. As it is a bowl keeper, that would be for spaying / neutering the cattle. The red linen looks really good on this. You might not be able to see. Actually, let me zoom in. I think that's a fang shield. I'm not sure. I like the shield a lot. Is this better than a moose pattern where you've got the giant clip and then a spear point? I don't know. No gaps. That's just how smooth it closes. Pretty nice. This is a nice piece. I was lucky to get it from DLT. There are still variants of this floating around as of last night. I don't know, maybe they got snatched up today. GEC is doing more and more of the winter bone that who am I thinking of? Queen used to do. That looks like it's been clawed. It's rich light, meaning I think it's some kind of plastic. I don't know what rich light is, to be honest. But you can get, there's one floating right now, that you could get for a little bit more, or yeah, just $150, shipping included. So it's a really nice piece. Would I say it's a home run? See, they got little specks, some kind of speckling. That's in the micarta. Really neat stuff. Any gapping around the shield? Yeah, a little bit. Little tiny bit right there. Maybe a little bit right there. But overall, I would say this is a GEC does it again, another home run. It's in an 81 frame. I forgot what number the moose were. I think the moose were a little bit thicker too, by the way, but maybe not. But yeah, I just wanted to get on the channel. Sorry if this angle for filming is a little goofy here. Let me see if I can on the fly move it. I can. Maybe that's a little bit better. It is what I expect from GEC for $150. Was it worth $150, $150? Probably. It's made in America. It's made by GEC. It's going to hold the value as long as I keep it nice. That's why I just waxed it. As far as if I were to use it, I'm sure it would work. It's 1095 carbon steel, which is a great steel. I understand there's many other steels, but 1095 is a great steel. That's just the bottom line. I realize, this is 1075. This is a very different knife, but is it better? It's better than 1075 is a saw steel. It's super tough. Does it hold an edge super long? No, but it's not going to chip out. Neither is this. But this is more towards the edge retention. 1095 is what people will call a known commodity, meaning that it's been used a lot. The ins and outs of it are very well known. I don't know what this would be. I just happen to have these two here. But nothing wrong with 1095. So I see some people, they'll say stuff like, oh, they do it that way because we're going to go even lower. They do it that way because they use that because, that's how, they used to do it back in the day. Yeah, I mean, sure, there is tradition, but there's also just the cold hard facts, and this would be Case's stainless steel. I'm going to do another video on this knife, this tribal lock. It's great. It's a killer piece for work. Let me put it that way. G10. This is going to be a killer piece for work as well. But about 1095, there's just absolutely nothing wrong with it. And I get that this is about the size of a tribal lock, which Case is discontinued, unfortunately. 1095 is just fine. You're not really, it's kind of one of those things, man. Like, if you carry M390, the chances of that chipping out are pretty, I don't want to say pretty high, because there's plenty of knives that have it that have been fine for me. But it's just you're then, you're erring on the side of I need edge retention, even though the steel at the, and it does matter at the level of where that edge is. The steel, M390 might be a little bit more brittle, whereas 1095 won't. So yeah, look, it's going to be your personal preference at the end of the day, especially with how many portable knife sharpeners there are. I know people will say, well, if you use something like 3D, it'll last forever, and then you'll need to use these other tools to sharpen it. It's like, no, I don't buy that. I just don't. Look, it might take a little bit longer, but you're going to be able to sharpen steel on rods and on whetstones. In any event, man, I love how this table sways. I won't be doing many videos here. I just wanted to get this on the channel. It's a beautiful red linen micarta. Great piece from GEC. Will I get their version of the Winterbone? If you didn't know, the gentleman who runs GEC used to run Queen. His name escapes me now. But I don't know. Probably not. I'm pretty happy with this. And I just have other things I would want to spend it on. Not that I've lost my mind. I've stopped collecting knives. Obviously not. But there are some things like along these lines that I might be a little bit more tempted to snatch up. Anyway, if you can get your hands on these, obviously do so. It is what it is, guys. I know that GEC are pretty tough to get a hold of, but any event. That's about all she wrote for this one. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Sorry for the shaking. A little strapped for time, so I had to improvise. All right, later.